Hello, welcome back to the channel. This weekend we're going to be in Fife. We are going to be here at the Cellardyke Tidal pool having a swim. We are going to go for a sauna with the Wild Scottish Sauna at West Sands Beach in St Andrews. We're going to visit the Scottish Deer Centre. We're going to go to an aquarium. And we're going to just have a good time with the family. Stick around and see what I get up to. Good morning. So it is Saturday morning. It is about 10 AM. I've got up and I've come down to West Sands Beach in St Andrews, which is just off the town centre. Just over here you can see the famous old course and you're surrounded by the golf course. And this is where I'm heading this morning. Wild Scottish Sauna. They've got a couple of different locations sort of around about here, but this one sits right on West Sands. So I'm just waiting on it getting opened up for my wee session. I've got it all to myself, which is fantastic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started with a wee dip in the North Sea just down there in West Sands. So come with me and we'll see. So this is the sauna. You've got storage units here to put your belongings in. There is loads of parking. You could park right at it if need be. You have got water buckets here at the front to cool yourself down. And when you come inside, you've got a wee area here that if you want to store your keys, your phone and stuff like that, you can even sit there and take a wee breather. Let's see the actual sauna. It is toasty hot. Loads of space, you could fit loads of people in here, which is good. They do private sessions, they also do public sessions, which is really handy. And it's got a beautiful log burner, keeping the place nice and warm. You've got your water that you put on it. You've got your temperature gauge, it's just coming up to temperature there. I've been coming in and getting photos and stuff. You've also got your wee timer, but this is your view. Unbelievable, right out to West Sands Beach in the North Sea. Absolutely incredible. Now I just came in to give you a wee quick tour. I'm not actually in yet, despite me not having it known. They recommend starting with a cold dip, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out there now that I've got some photos and videos and showed you about. I'm going to get in the North Sea. Let's go. So for the sauna, you just come out of this walkway and you're right onto West Sands Beach, which is beautiful. Wait till you see this. You come down the walkway up there, you can see the sauna just poking through the dunes there. And you come down here and this is what you've got. West Sands Beach, St Andrews, which seems to go on forever, and just there is the famous old course. What a place. This is incredible. What a way to start your weekend. I'm so excited. Let's get in this water. Stretching for nearly 2 miles and famous for its appearance in the film Chariots of Fire, it's got the town of St Andrews at one end and it runs all the way down to the mouth of the River Eden at the other. Oh, it is perfect. The water's cold, but it's just nice, if that makes any sense. Cold enough that you can feel it, but no cold enough that it's completely taking your breath away. Let's get a wee dunk. Oh. Whew. This is actually take my breath away, it takes my breath away. Oh, incredible. Look at this though. What a place. Absolutely stunning. Can't think of many better ways to start my Saturday morning. Right, now we've done this, let's get in the sauna. Can you rinse the sand off your feet with? It is lovely and warm. It is pushing 100 degrees. Incredible. Let's get some water on these stones. So this is what about 15 minutes at nearly 100 degrees Celsius looks like in the Wild Scottish Sauna. Absolutely incredible. I go to a sauna at my gym and it's never hot enough. Sometimes it's in the 70s, maybe the 80s. 90 to 100 degrees is where you want it. Proper sweating. And again, I can't speak enough, but look at that view. Absolutely beautiful. The sand dunes in the North Sea at West Sands Beach in St Andrews. And now the final thing to do is to get one of these buckets my head. I'm looking forward to it. That was genuinely amazing. Highly recommend it if you're in the area, or even just make a day trip to come through. Let's see what the rest of the day brings now. Good afternoon. So went back to the lodge, got a shower, got ready, and we've came a short drive to the Scottish Deer Centre. It's really, really good, as you would imagine. Lots of deer, all different kinds. That's some red deer. There they are now. But you can also get to hand feed them. There is wee train rides for the wains, there is bears, there is lynx, wild cats, loads of different stuff. It's a bit of a hodgepodge, but it's actually really good, and it's pretty reasonable because it's make a donation to enter, so you can pay what you like really. So let's get a wee look around. Now, it's not just deer here, there's loads of different stuff, including a falconry section, which I love. I've been fascinated with birds of prey pretty much my entire life, and I've done a few falconry days and stuff like that, and wait to see this here, golden eagle. Very cool. I've been lucky enough to hold one of these before, and I've also been lucky enough to see them in the wild in Scotland, which we've got quite a number of them. This wee guy's hilarious. He's a burrowing owl, and he keeps flying around and then going burrowing into his wee pipe, which is class. I have never heard of this thing before, a red-legged Sarima, I think is how you pronounce it. What a weird big thing. It's got huge big legs. It was standing up a wee second, but it's now having a wee sit down in a preen. Very cool. Just here's two very cool things. An eagle owl, which is massive. I'm pretty sure they're the biggest owls that you get. And then the snowy owl, famous for Harry Potter. So really, really good. Let's go and see what else there is. A really cool wee train for the wains to go on as well. And very randomly I don't know, some sort of fighter jet or some kind as well. So seems to be a very random mix of things here, but good day out for the wains nonetheless. They've even got a wild haggis, which is a real treat because you don't often get to see them. But there we go. I need to be very careful how close I go here, obviously, because they're quite scared wee animals due to being delicious and nobody want to eat them, but the wee guy's just chilling. There, so aye, if you're watching from abroad, that's what a wild haggis looks like before you eat it. Good afternoon. So I left you yesterday. The rain came on basically, and we just went and got a fish and chips for Cromer's, which was alright, and just went back and chilled. We've done the same today, just sort of relax. So went to St Andrews and we are heading to the aquarium. Get a wee look at it there, so let's see what it's like. Despite being an aquarium, there's lots of other animals such as these caiman. There's chilled out iguanas, green tree pythons and various turtles. There was also a huge spider, which despite being behind glass, still gave me the heebie-jeebies. There was even a large meerkat enclosure and they were basking under their heat lamp. As for the fish, they've got species for all around the world, both fresh and salt water. The pacu and piranha for the Amazon, the lionfish for the Indo-Pacific, and even a bright orange puffer fish which looked like a cartoon. But my favourite was the seahorses. They've always fascinated me, weird wee things. The main tank is where you can see the rays and sharks along with other predatory fish. Here they've got feeding displays and you're told about the different fish by one of the keepers. So I really enjoyed that aquarium. The wee man was trying to rush through it at 100 mile an hour, so I'd like to spend a bit more time, but the good thing is you get a day pass, so you can actually just go in and out throughout the day, which is actually really, really helpful. And it's just up there, and right here is the old course, the famous old course at St Andrews. Now, I don't actually care about golf. I say I hate it or anything like that, but I think it's massively overrated and incredibly boring. But there's obviously a lot of history here, which is quite cool, and you can see the quality of the grass is unbelievable. And on a Sunday, I don't know if there's people playing, but you can walk it on a Sunday as well, so if golf's your thing, get yourself up here on a Sunday. And I know there's the bridge, it's probably got a name, people are probably laughing that actually like golf, but the wee bridges are there as well. You've got the Russell's Hotel and stuff, which is beautiful. And then West Sands Beach right there. So I think we are now going to go and walk up to the main street, and we are going to go to Jannettas, is it Galateria, or an ice cream shop basically. So let's head up there. So that was Jannettas. I got the dark chocolate, and it's genuinely one of the best ice creams I've ever had, or gelato, whatever it is. Definitely recommend it. I've been here loads and never went in because the queue's usually right round the block, but it was quite reasonable and we got served quickly, so aye, definitely give it a try if you're in St Andrews. I think now we're potentially just going to head back to the lodge, I'm not so sure. See what happens next. We've left St Andrews, we've came back to the lodge, put our stuff in, and we're now walking along to the Strathkinness Tavern, which is maybe a 10-minute walk along the road. So that seems to be sort of pub food, opens for 5 o'clock. I'm going to go in there and get dinner, but 10-minute walk on a wee country road, a nice can of beer. What a Sunday evening this is turning out to be. So go in here, get a couple of beers, get a bite to eat, let's see what the food and that's like, and then we'll head back to the lodge. By the way, with the lodge, the reason I've not showed you it is it isn't one you can hire, it's my ma's pal's lodge. So thanks very much, Christina, if you're watching. It's beautiful, but it's pointless giving you a tour really, because you can't book it or anything like that, but it's a cracking wee site that it's on, and this is a lovely walk and view that you've got out to the Fife Coast, and St Andrews is basically just down there. So anyway, let's see what dinner's like. There isn't much online about this pub, so I was just expecting basic pub food. However, the menu was pleasantly surprising, with the usual pub items you would expect, but also some other dishes that sounded a bit more adventurous. They brought out some cheese scones and butter, and these tasted great. For starters, I went for the chipotle chicken tacos. These are made with confit chicken thigh, chipotle and lime cream and pico de gallo. I love this and I'd definitely get it again. For my main, I got the beef tallow roasted cod. This is served with salt and vinegar crushed potatoes and a chicken leek and mustard sauce. Honestly, this was 10 out of 10, and I finished my plate in seconds. Finally, I got a chocolate brownie sundae, which was the perfect end to a brilliant meal. That dinner was absolutely fantastic. Such a wee unassuming place tucked out just at the back of St Andrews that most people won't even know exists. I certainly wouldn't if I wasn't staying here. Even when you're driving past, doesn't look like anything at all, but honestly top notch food and would highly recommend it. It's the Strathkinness Tavern just outside St Andrews. I'll probably put the link down below. We are now back to the lodge, going to have a couple of beers and chill out. Catch up in the morning where I'm going for another wild swim. I'll see you there. Good morning, it is Monday, well it's actually Monday afternoon now. We have packed up for the lodge and we're heading home, but we've came here to Cellardyke Tidal pool, and I'm going to get a wee swim before I get home. It's about half an hour for the lodge, and it's right on the coast in Fife, which is class. It was built in the 1930s I believe. I think it started to run into a bit of disrepair around about the 1960s. And it was revived for about, I think, 2019 onwards with sort of locals and stuff working to get it restored, and it's perfect. And you can see what it's designed today. The sea's quite wild today, so if you're wanting to swim out there, you need to be hell of a brave or daft, one of the two. But look at the difference in the white water, the waves there, versus how calm it is. And here, it's got nice wee steps, it's got a wee shallower pool there as well. There's even food places here, and if you want to, there's also a sauna and places where you can get tea and coffee as well. So let's go and get in. It's even got these handy wee hooks for your towels and your clays, which is fantastic. So here you can see, nice and accessible. They've got some stairs going down into the water for you, which is fantastic. And then there's this sort of smaller kids pool for a wee splash around. It's really, really good. What a place this is, honestly. I mean, you can hear the waves crashing out there, completely wild, yet in here it's nice and calm. Really good. There's loads of these all around the country for like earlier on in the 1900s, where this sort of stuff was more popular and disrepair, and I think there's more and more getting worked on. I know there's one up sort of near Banff/Duff that I visited a couple of years ago. I think the cafe is now open there, and I think they're going to start working on the actual pool itself. I know there's some down near Saltcote, so hopefully we see more and more of these around the country, because I think it's getting more popular with the swimming, and this is completely free as well. There's a wee bit up there for donations for parking and stuff, which is lovely, obviously, if it keeps all this sort of ticking air. So aye, I'm going to enjoy my wee swim in here, and then we're going to head home. So hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, it helps me massively, and I'll see you in the next one.